Yeah, good day to all my respected guests, business partners, and family members all around the world. My name is Sam. Welcome everyone to this evening iElite System online course with the topic of epidemic self-protection. And I would like to take this opportunity to appreciate iElite System for leading us to better health and better wealth. And our speaker for tonight is all the way from Malaysia. He has a background of physical education, sports science, health, and also wellness. Please welcome iTeraCare Product Advisor, Mr. Soma Sundram.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you. Good day to you, Sam. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And welcome to everybody from around the world. And welcome to another sharing of a new product. And I hope by the end of the session, everybody will have a good grasp of what this product is, and it will help you in some way. Right. All right. So let us start. Now, this is our weekly iElite system sharing. And today we are going to share with a product from a very renowned company from China, which is MLS, which we shall see a little bit more later, right? And our topic for today is epidemic self-precaution. Right, now let's look at the company, MLS, the company. Now this is a company which was founded in 1997, and it has got 5 manufacturing plants and more than 20,000 workers, manpower. And the market value is more than $20 billion, all right? And it has been doing a number of things. Its products are diversified in terms of they are the number ones in the LED device packaging, and then lighting, and then brand sales. Their revenue is second in the world, and their business is diversified worldwide. It has gone to not less than 140 countries, and they have 2 big national laboratories. So you can imagine how big they are, how strong they are, and how established this company is. And it's growing still. Now, let's get to know this company a little bit further, because you need to know from where this product is coming from. Now, they believe in the core concept of new health technology. So they come up with new technology as per to health and how it helps with health, right? And whatever present technology, they improve on that, they innovate and give you better technology and devices. As I said, they've got 20 years of manufacturing experience. They got lots of patents. They've accumulated lots of patents along the way for various technology. And then they have done R&D, research and development, with domestic and foreign top-class experts and institutions, where they get the best. The innovation and application of health technology and products are second to none. And they are globally diversified. And with their development strategy. And then they come up with new health technology solutions which are of superior quality. They believe in quality, all right, because they have a reputation to keep. Their mission is to improve family health. So most of the products, if you see, are helping families. They're used in homes and in offices, where they help people, all right? And the range of healthcare products are in air safety monitoring systems, smart sanitizing systems, air safety and nutrition, healthcare and wellness. So they have the knowledge and background to come up with new devices, all right? Now, this is some of the certification. They're small. You can get these certificates, clearer ones, later from the person who brought you here. All right, now let's look at the people who are involved in this company and who are behind the device, which we will see later. Now the CEO is Mr. Sun King Hwan, born in 1973. He is the CEO of the MLS Group, right? And he has been included in the Forbes list of China's 400 richest people. And in 2015, he was the richest man in Zhongshan city and for many years after that. Okay, and his key to success is insight, decision making, and to execute whatever has been decided. Now, another important person who is associated with this device and this company, MLS, is Dr. Zhong Nanshan. He's world-renowned respiratory disease specialist. You mention his name and practically everybody who is in this field will know him, all right? And his team consists of also top-class researchers and people in the industry, all right? Mr. Liu Pinjin, Mr. Hao Lian, Mr. Dai Zizhu, and Mr. Wu Jixiang, all right? Now let's look at the team leader, Mr. Zhong Nanshan. Now he is a member of the Chinese Academy of Engineering and recipient of the Order of the Republic, and is world-renowned in what do you call that? Respiratory disease, right? It's a specialist in that field. So now this is the team which is behind the device which has been produced. Okay, so now why the importance to know all this? The problem is now we are in the middle of the epidemic, COVID-19, and this is how look at how it looks like, and there's a reason why you should remember this picture. All right, the spikes especially. Okay, now the long-term effects of COVID-19. There are more than 50 long-term effects of COVID-19. So you can look up some reviews and meta-analysis about what it is doing to people, all right, and why you should be careful, and why you should be taking precautions. And then the parts of the body where it is affecting people, where it is creating havoc, and people even after vaccination are having problems. So it's better to have precaution than to seek medication, all right? So having said that, post-COVID complications and long-term symptoms. Now these are all the symptoms as a result of post-COVID complications, all right? Like body pain, joint pain, or headache, and the entire list here, all right? So we definitely wouldn't want any one of you here to be having any one of this problem, all right? Now what we are saying is take precautions in any form you can, all right? Now, what are negative ions? We have heard about negative ions. Everybody says negative ions, and the connotation negative is always negative, but in this case, it is positive, all right? Negative oxygen ions that exist in the natural environment are good for human health. This has been said by Dr. Philipp Leonhard, German physicist, and he proposed it at the end of the 19th century, a long time ago. He found that it was helpful to humans, all right? And Professor Wang Zongjun from the Beijing Forestry University has said, to ensure for healthy body, breathe 13 billion negative oxygen ions a day. Now, are you able to get that? Are you in an atmosphere where you're getting negative ions? Okay, now let's look at some of the conditions. Okay, the concentration and the effects. When you are in the forest, if you look at some people, they go for meditation, all right? They like to go into the deep jungle and then also near the waterfalls. You see the old movies, Shaolin movies, you see them near the waterfalls, deep jungle, meditation especially, yeah? So why? One of the reasons is the concentration of the negative ions in those areas are very big, 10,000 to 20,000 cubic centimeters, all right? So it plays a part in cleaning the atmosphere around there and helping them with their meditation, right? And their health, of course, all right? It helps with natural healing. Now, country fields have about 1,000 to 5,000 cubic centimeters concentration. Parks, they have to a certain extent about 400 to 1000 cubic centimeters. And the street green areas, where you have streets, some green areas, maybe about 200 to 400 cubic centimeters. But when you are in your offices, where you are almost every day you are in your office, if you're working, you only have about 40 to 50 cubic centimeter of this negative ion concentration. And now you probably will understand why you have physical disorders, headaches, insomnia, and even stressful, and you get agitated easily. So this could be one of the reasons. All right. Now, if you look at the mountains and the seasides, they have about 5,000 to 10,000 cubic centimeters of this negative ion concentration. Open suburbs away from cities, you have 100 to 1,000. City parks, so you go to a city park, you feel a little bit refreshed. You have about 400 to 600. Now, if you look at the word city park, the park is in the city. Now, imagine all the smoke and the dust and other things which are there, and the park is there. It is trying to clean it. It does have some success, but it is not enough. Now, if you're in a city and you're in a room, you have about only 100 negative ions in 1 cubic centimeter. And if you're in an industrial area, almost zero. So this is where you're prone to various diseases and the problem starts. All right. Okay. Now, we have said that at MLS, they have come up with various pendants. And what happens is, it helps to kill the bacteria and viruses, and their success rate has been about 99.96%, and it helps to reduce sediments and harmful particles in the air to a success rate of about 98.57%. It helps to a removal of harmful gases. We have seen videos where the smoke upon the device being switched on disappears. Okay, removal of harmful gases up to 86%, and then it regulates health for longevity, and it replenishes, all right, the negative ions. Okay, so they are already having these devices, and these are some of their devices: portable negative ion health guard and air mask. All right, so they are already into it, and what's the difference between the conventional negative ion machines and the ones from MLS? Now, first of all, the conventional ones are normally large in size and inconvenient to move around. They're placed in one place, or you may say standalones, all right? And then you may need to change the filter, and then purification effect easily gets weakened over time. And then there is sometimes some loud noises and high-pitched sound, and then unable to effectively remove substances. Now, what MLS has come up with is, it has made them into small and portable, environmentally friendly, right? You don't dispose of filters and all that. A high concentration of negative ions, way beyond what is required, noiseless and cost-effective, hardly hear anything. Simple operation. You just have one button on off, and suitable for all ages, right? Now, this is basically the difference between the normal ones and the ones which are here from MLS. Okay, now some of the features of these devices from this device from MLS is EMP, electromagnetic pulses. We use this technology. The energy which is consumed, which is very low. We shall look at it a little bit more later. They have a system called mirror protection, and then it is stylish. It's a mini look small, and then the amount of negative ion released is 30 million, and a long battery life where you can use it for 9 hours of continuous use. Now, normal office hours will be about 8 to 9 hours. So I think that should be really sufficient for most people. All right. So now another aspect of the device is it is safe because there are no static charges. You don't get electrocuted or you don't get a shock from them. All right. So they have a way which you will see later how they disperse this static charge. Okay. So now again, okay, it's high-end technology, the devices which come from them. Okay. Now we have talked about this. We shall talk about it a little bit later again. All right. Now there are also some test reports from the Guangdong Detection Center of Microbiology where they've done tests for coronavirus tests. All right. They have come up with a test report which is 99.99% effective, right? And today, now MLS has produced a device specially for eye network, and the name of the device will be IONShield, all right? IONShield ionizer pendant. So after this pendant will be known as the IONShield ionizer pendant and will be supplied by Prive International Sendirian Berhad, which will be the name of the company. Right. Now this is how the device is going to look like. Now you can see the device with one button in the center, and then where it the negative ions come from, emitted, and then this is the chain. Now this is a metal chain. You might wonder why metal chain. Now there is a reason for that. What it does is it reduces or disperses the static from the device. So this is the reason why it is made of metal. All right. So please do not change the chain to suit your liking because it has a reason for being used. So now it comes in a beautiful packing. This is the front and this is the back. All right, the beautiful packing, and it provides cleaner air and better protection from contaminants and particulate matter. All right, that is the sole aim of this pendant. All right, so wherever you go, you're actually carrying it with you. You do not have to carry something which is bulky and then put somewhere and then expect it to reach you. It is on you and is providing you cleaner air and better protection from contaminants every time you're using it. All right. Now, some of the features of this pendant, the new pendant, which is the IONShield. Okay, it's 30 million pieces in a cubic centimeter negative ion concentration. That's a lot. All right. And this is when it was tested 5 centimeters from the negative ion emitter. Now the effective strength is even up to 30 to 50 centimeters depending on wind conditions. Now, sometimes if the wind is blowing too hard, then the distance may be a little bit less, but then again the wind has taken care of that problem. But if you're in a room where there's no wind condition and you're solely dependent on the air to be clean, definitely this pendant is going to help you because it's keeping you safe up to 30 to 50 centimeters. Now, if you look at it, it blows up towards the nose area. Now, what it means is when you wear the pendant, you have the button in front, and then as I was telling you, there's the part where it emits these negative ions. It blows directly upwards towards your nose area. And then, so anything which is coming towards your nose and mouth has to deal with these negative ions first. And the negative ions take care of the problem before they come near you. Okay, the full charge lasts up to 9 hours. All right, full charge, and charging takes about 1.5 hours for full charging. It uses EMP, electromagnetic pulse technology. The metal chain disperses the static buildup. It is lightweight. We shall see later how light it is, and expected to last up to 10 years. All right, so that's a long way from now because we really do not know how long this epidemic is going to last, and the way things are going, it looks like we have to learn to live with it. So when you learn to live it, you do not learn to live with it, you do not know who in front of you is a carrier. So it's better to be safe than to be sorry. All right, and it's also portable. All right, it's very portable. You're carrying it on your neck, and eventually you probably won't even feel that it is there. And you can share it with your loved ones if necessary. All right, sometimes you may not be going out, loved ones are going out, you only have one, you may want to let them use it. All right, so a little bit of the basic specifications. These are the dimensions: 35 by 35 by 16 millimeters. The weight is about 20 grams. Charging time is about 1.5 hours. Working duration is up to 9 hours. And the rated voltage which it consumes is about 5 volts. And it has only one button control, no other buttons, no other switches, nothing else. So to turn on, you press, you give a long press for about 2 seconds. And to turn it off, you just give a short press. All right. And then there's a color probably is green. And when it's, you need the battery to be charged, it might turn red. So you know it's time to charge. All right. Now, let's look at negatively and positively charged substances in the air and why this pendant is useful and important for you. A negative ion is a negatively charged atom, molecule, or complex molecule having more than its normal amount of electrons. How does this happen? There are many ways, right? One of the simplest one, very simple one is in the water. It falls on something hard, it breaks into smaller droplets, and it emits ions. All right. So what happens is some of the other ions, other atoms or molecules, they get a little bit more of the electrons and they are negatively charged. All right. So the negative here doesn't mean it's bad. In this case, it is good. Right. A small amount of electricity does not give you an electric shock. You cannot see it with your naked eye or you cannot feel it, but it is there. All right. And an atom with a positive electrical charge is a positive ion. Now, why do we need to know this? Most of the particle matter and dust and other unwanted things, most of them are positively charged. All right. Now, what is the ideal amount of negative ions which you need? It depends on the person and the symptoms he has. All right. Now, if he is prone to sickness, even a passing person having flu, you can easily get flu from that person, then you really need help. All right. So it entirely depends on the person and symptoms he has. It can also vary depending on how negative ions are generated. All right. If you go to the waterfall, it's so sparse that you need lots of it. And all right. Like now you have this device, everything is concentrated and towards you, towards the nose, towards the mouth, areas where you really need help. All right. And the ratio of negative and positive ions and the measurement tolerances, meaning how much is emitted and how much negative ions are coming out actually. All right. And by research, according to research, some of the research which has been found, has mentioned that a minimum of 50,000 negative ions, parts per cubic centimeter, were found to be beneficial for health, which means that if it has 50,000, it's already giving you some good. And this device, IONShield, is going to give you 30 million negative ions is being emitted all the time. So you're in good hands. All right. Where the negative ion count was measured, this is important. All right. Now, most of them are standalone. All right. They're positioned in some corner of the room and it is expected to work on you. All right. So the negative ion count should be measured where the patient is positioned, not where it is coming out. All right. Where it's emitted. Now, most of the studies or most of the products, they measure at the point where it is emitted and they take that as a selling point. Now, what happens is by the time it reaches you, the concentration of the negative ion count has already gone down and it may not even reach you depending on how far it is. all right? And then can be the count measured at the blow-off point of the negative ion generator. That means at the point where it's emitted, all right? Now, what should happen is it should be measured where it reaches the person, especially where the nose and the mouth is. That is the most important areas. Now, looking at this device, it is effective up to 30 to 50 centimeters, which is about half a meter, and is hanging from just below your neck, and it should be way beyond your mouth and nose, covering your mouth and nose. It is there all the time, all right? Now, this is another test which was done, which tested at the, what do you call it, emitting point, and it was found to have 30 million negative ions emitted 5 centimeters from the negative ion emitter. And also it was tested and found to be, still high in concentration up to 50 centimeters, depending on the wind conditions. All right, now let's have another look. All right, how far negative ions travel. Now these are standalone negative ion generators, which has been the craze before this. And they normally also work as purifiers. If you look at some of the purifiers, what they do is they clean the air of the dust and particles, and then you have to keep changing the filter. Okay. Now, in the case of ions, what happens is they cling on to the dust, they cling on to the virus, bacteria, particulate matter, and they change the structure, and they also make them heavy, and they fall to the bottom. All right. So that's how it works. Now, the placement of the device is important. Now, this device is placed right at your chest, and the distance from the generator. Now, we are very near to the generator and the blow-off point, right? Now, if you look at this, the further away from the generator, the lower the negative ion count. So if you keep it in one distance very near to you, then it's always going to be high. So that is why it is important to be close to you all the time. Right. Again, these are negative ion standalone generators, which we have seen popular in many rooms and offices, in the hope that it will do something. Of course, at the emitting point, it is good, but 50 centimeters away, the count is almost zero, right? Unless maybe you have a very strong one, which goes beyond that. In this case, this pendant is on you, always on you, all right? Okay, now let's look at some of the negative ion effects on the human body, what people have reported after having used it. First of all, they say they feel very relaxed, less stressed, okay, more relaxed compared to before, easier to fall asleep, improves the bladder condition, and lesser toilet frequency, more calm, the skin condition is improved, and they get less irritated, right? And other negative ion effects, which people have also reported, is that they, besides sleeping well, they relax and less stressed, they feel refreshed. That's one reason why when you go to the waterfall, the deep jungle, you go for a walk, and then you are at the beach, in spite of the sun out, you feel very refreshed after being there, all right? It also helps to remove cigarette smoke, and it helps to purify the air that you breathe. So less particulate matter, less dust, and less of things which you do not want enter into your system. Now, health benefits, other health benefits, they neutralize the free radicals, right? Now, the free radicals, because it is positive, the things which are coming in are positively charged, so they create problems for you. And these negative ions, they neutralize the free radicals. They revitalize and enhance cell metabolism. They enhance your immune function, strengthen you. They purify the blood. They give you pH balancing. Okay, they help you to overcome insomnia. They balance the autonomic nervous system, promoting deep sleep and healthy digestion. All right, and other important benefits, those you're going to benefit are they clear the air of airborne allergens, such as pollen. Some of you have pollen allergy, mold, spores. You go to some houses, go to some rooms, some offices, you can smell it's high mold content. And then bacteria and viruses, which are in abundance now. You do not know where you're walking into. Dust, pet allergy. Some of you have pet allergy, and then cigarette smoke. All right. So negative ions perform this function by attaching themselves to positively charged particles in large numbers and negatively charging those particles. All right. So as a result, these viruses, bacteria, and pollen spores become too heavy to remain airborne because now they're carrying extra electrons and are thus prevented from entering your breathing passage where they can make you fall sick. In other words, negative ions form a protective circle around you. All right, the air which comes in is now healthy air. Now, when it comes to viruses, I showed you a picture of a virus. Now, if you had seen closely just now, they have the spikes outside of their body. Now, what happens is these negative ions, they stick to these spikes and converting them, removing them, right, turning to water, leaving them bald, and now they are unable to function, and then they just they die away. All right, they are no more able to perform as a virus. All right. So now let's look at some of the MSDS results. Right. So when this was done in the Beijing ZKJX Research Institute of Chemical Technology, because I'm sure some of you here would like to know more about the details of this device. Now, this is the pendant ionizer. The testing company was this institute. Now, it's not listed in the list of hazardous chemicals. It doesn't come out in their list. Okay, it is multifunctional as an air purifier with no health hazard. It has no danger of explosion. It's non-flammable. It doesn't burn. And then your skin and eyes, if they come into contact, or if you inhale anything from there, there is no danger when in contact, and there's no first aid needed. Right? Storage, you can store them at room temperature, and you'll be fine. The main uses is for purifying the air around you so that it's safe for you to breathe in. And then the chemical stability, store and use at room temperature, and the product is stable. Right? Now, a little bit more. For your respiratory system, for your eye, your face, your skin, and for your physical protection. No special protection is required for normal use. All right, so you're very safe. Environmental protection service life. It has been found that this under normal working and using conditions is 10 years. You can use it for 10 years safely. And then regulatory information. You have this what do you call it, the safety data sheet, which complies with the EC regulations, EU regulations. All right. So some of you would want to know whether it complies, if it's in compliance with the EC and EU specifications. All right. So now next is, now if you look at this at first glance, health, wealth, safety. Now the first thing is health. Now, if you are one of our members who is using iTeraCare, now what's happening is, first you're blowing yourself, getting health, then you're drinking the water, improving your health from the inside, and now safety. Now, what happens is safety? You're using the ionizer and protecting yourself even before any harm can happen to you with the air that you breathe. All right. So you're forming a bubble around you, which is actually protecting you even before it comes in. So that becomes the first line of defense. And once you're cured with this iTeraCare blower, you stay healthy. All right, that is the idea. Okay. So once again, this is the IONShield. This is the how it's it's spelled. All right. and you will be hearing a lot from Prive International Sdn Bhd regarding this device. And with that, I thank you. Thank you, Sam.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mrs. Soma Sundram. And also the explanation about our going to be launched newly product, the IONShield pendant, which is actually, I believe, is a very good alternative way for us to form a protection during this pandemic season. And at this moment, I would like to share a video clip on the demo of how powerful is this pendant on what they call the function. Yeah, just have a look on this video clip. So this particular clip actually is being done by the manufacturer, which is from China, which is the group company of MLS. And this is the pendant that actually we are going to launch, actually having producing the negative ion up to 30 millions. And this is the glass container actually using for demo, where actually is connected to a normal wire. Yeah, the wire is actually want to link the negative ion that actually is produced by our pendant, and then see how the demo is going on as we witness. Yeah, so it's actually to show that this device is what we call that, dispersing the negative ion, and also how negative ion is going to help in purifying the environment and so on. So they have a person that actually put in the smoke. Yeah, you can see that the smoke is actually one of the hazardous and also the pollutant. Yeah, within, they're actually now being trapped in the glass container. Yeah, so let us see what's going to happen after it links to the negative ion. Yeah, you can see the smoke actually is very thick, and this one is actually the one that actually is during maybe fire and so on in the room that create the kind of stick smoke. Yeah. So right now it's actually using the pendant and then releasing the negative ion and link to the wire. Let the wire connect to the negative ion, and then what we call that, let the negative ion flow into the container. As you can see, the negative ion already neutralized the thick smoke within. Yeah, this is not magic, but then this is the what we call the function of negative ion as explained by Mr. Soma Sundram just now. So now we are actually try to open up the glass container and then use a tissue paper to wipe up the internal part of the glass bottle. And actually there are some like sediments or something like the what we call that, the droplets, yeah, because actually the neutralize of the negative ion and the smoke already get this sediment done and then trapped within. So it's actually all these actually converted to what they call the sediments already from the smoke. So this pendant is actually when we put on our body, it gives the radius of about 30 centimeter to 50 centimeter of protection. It's just like forming a bubble. They're taking care and give us purifying what we call the air, and also at this especially for this moment they give us extra protection. They actually to protect us on top of we are putting on the mask or the face shield and so on, because we always believe prevention is always better than cure. Yeah. So at this moment, I would like to take this opportunity also to have a very important person on the line with us. That actually he is having more than 30 over years experience in MLM, yeah, and also having 15 years experience in managing MLM company. And also he was actually the system founded by him, the case system. The system was awarded in 2006 Asia Pacific most influential top 10 marketing system. So I would like to take the opportunity to welcome our group president, Dr. Stephen Lai.
Okay, thank you, Sam. Thank you, Dr. Soma, for the nice presentation. Yeah, we are very great that we sign up. We become the sole agent for the whole world for this IONShield product, the special make product. So we sign up to become the only sole agent special make product. So the reason that we want to become the world sole agent for this product, because mentally MLS by short form by Mu Ling Shen, they are very famous in China. They are one of the public listed company in China, and with the 20 billion worth of market value of the company. That's why they are very popular. They are branded company with a very high-tech product. And this product is, found by one of the very famous doctor scientists by the name of Zhong Nanshan. Most of the Chinese people in this world know him because he's the hero to overcome all the COVID in China. The country done a very good job for the COVID-19. So with the cooperation with such a big company, we believe this product will bring the company a very good market potential, because nowadays we know that the COVID-19 affect the whole world seriously, is it not? Now I think Malaysia, not only Malaysia, after the country having more than 80% of vaccination, the country wouldn't lock down anymore. So we are free to see our friend, to meet people. So we, besides wearing the mask, so by you wearing this product, so give a extra protection to be infected by this for the infection of this COVID-19. That's why. And one family, I believe we can at least 2 or 3 product need to be in the family, because the husband will buy for the wife, is it not? And the parent will buy also for the children, because now I think the school is the children, our children have to go to school, is it not? So in terms of due to the pandemic situation, a lot of the businessmen lost the business. A lot of people are jobless. So this is the best timing, very best timing for the multi-level marketing business with such a niche product, such a big marketing potential product. So I think the company will hit another high record with this product. So we believe that this product will help all the members, all the leaders to make a very good fortune. Will help a lot of our friends and relatives with this product. Sam, so far this is my sharing, Sam.
Okay, thank you very much for the update from our group president, Dr. Stephen Lai. I believe that because the company is bringing this product, it's actually at the correct timing, because the company want everyone to stay safe and to have this extra protection, especially during this pandemic. And so I think at this moment we shall open to the floor that to have the interaction moments about any what do you call that, more information that to share, where anyone that you want to on our line to ask the inquiries, please you can just raise your hand at the reaction there. And on the line also tonight we have a special person that actually she's all the way from the manufacturer, and of course she is all the way from China, our teacher Lisa. And she can't understand in English, but then I'll try to translate in case anything that you want to know more about the product. So please feel free to raise your hand in the reaction there. Then we shall turn on your microphone so that you can have the communications for this session. Yep, you're welcome to do so. So when we turn on your microphones, then please introduce yourself and then telling us where do you come from and so on. Yeah. Okay, we have the first one, Dr. X. If you are convenient, Dr. X, you just turn on your camera. Maybe you can introduce yourself. You're coming from?
Yeah, I'm Dr. Ferdian Toko.
Dr. Henko. Okay, Dr. Frederick.
I want to ask.
Indonesia, yeah.
Yes.
Dr. Ferdanto, yeah.
I am from Indonesia, Jakarta.
Dr. Ferdanto for Indonesia, yeah.
Yeah, he's our guest speaker, one of our advisor in Indonesia. Yeah, welcome, Dr.
Yeah, Dr. Ferdi. Dr. Ferdi, I heard about your name long time ago. Yeah, please.
I want to know how the average this ion.
How
pendant.
Average?
The ion negative pendant.
Yeah, you mean how average?
The range.
The range, okay, just now being mentioned already by Mr. Soma, actually from 30 to 50 centimeter. 30
like, we weigh, let's say this iron pendant, we weigh on the net. So the coverage is 30 to 50 centimeter, is it around the round circle in front? You see not? So it will protect us, because we know that the COVID-19 is, we get infected by the A bubbles, you see not? So we by wearing this product, and the clinical test report have tested that this product can, get rid of all the the COVID-19 virus. And the ionizer had already a proven clinical report that can kill 99.96%. I think Dr. Soma have shown you the report, is it not? With the big one, the coverage is very big. The area is big, but with this pendant, the coverage is around this. So, yeah. So about 3 feet, up, down, left, and right, protect, especially in front. I mean in front.
Yeah, Dr. Ferdi, I hope you're getting your answer for the range of the coverage.
Can we measure this ion negative device with some device? Can we measure it ion negative?
Okay, from the manufacturer just now, so I think Mr. Soma already mentioned that they measure the ion negative they actually produce from the distance of 5 centimeters is about 30 million. Yeah, at least 30 million ion generated.
Okay.
35. I think 35 million by our the professor Lisa.
At least minimum 30 million.
Lisa, if you can throw the question to our speaker, Lisa 在吗？
Yeah, 有了在了。OK。
你就翻译一下他的其中一个问题。Lisa 你好。
我在的。大家好。
好，刚才他一个问题是说，他一个问题是说，我们这个安富宝是否能够测量它的那个负离子啊？有没有这个仪器可以测量这个负离子？
可以的，可以测量的，因为我们这个有这个负离子的检测设备，可以检测到我们的负离子的一个实际的发射量，是可以检测到这种的一个设备，有这种设备的。
Okay, Sam, translate.
Yeah, actually, Dr. Ferdi, according to teacher Lisa, that actually this negative ion can be measured. Yeah, can be measured. Yeah, they have the device in the factory to measure that. 它所生产的那个测量出来的我们的这个安富宝，它的是多少个这个负离子呢？李小老师。
OK， 明白了。
OK， 是这样子的。我们的这个安护宝的那个负离子发射头，我们大概是5公分距离的一个距离的，我们测出来的一个数值呢，是可以达到3500万每立方厘米的，3500万。对。
Dr. Ferdi, according to teacher Lisa, that actually the distance, the measure of 5 centimeter, it produces actually minimum 35 million in per 这个厘米多少？第少是
每立方厘米达到3500万。
立方厘米是centimeter cube 啊？
是的。I
think it's centimeter cube in 35 million pieces of ion in per centimeter cube. Okay.
我明白了。
明白。You can speak Mandarin. Okay, that's good.
Lisa，这个 Dr. Fernando 他是医生来的，他是印尼的一个医生啊。
好的。
OK，
他们还有一个问题这边他们还有一个问题，因为外面的也有类似像这样的产品，他们甚至有一些说他们的那个负离子甚至也可以气到5000万，甚至有一些稍微比这个表大一点的可以气到1-2个亿，到底这个有没有这样的一个科学的根据啊？这也是其中我们会员有问到的啊，丽莎老师。
OK，
好的，
我先翻译先把这个问题OK, Dr. Steven Lights actually this what they call the compile the question that some people may say that outside their products that actually they claim they have their product can release more than 50 million what they call that negative ion. What is actually what is the difference on that? Is that possible?
是这样子的，我们每一种负离子的检测设备不同呢，它所测出的数据也是不一样的。那么我们建议呢，就是利用大公司、大品牌的负离子的检测设备，就是测量。如果说利用就是我们拿的是普通的小厂家生产的一些负离子检测仪，它不够准确、不够精准的话，可能测出的数值呢也是非常有大的出入。因为我们这边木林森作为一个上市这样的一个企业200亿市值的一个企业，所以我们选择的我们的负离子检测设备呢， 针对于我们市场上的需求，一定是选择大品牌、大企业生产的这样的一个辅助设备，来帮助我们检测负离子的一个实际的一个数值达到。所以我建议哈，就是我们在市场上，如果说有我们的客人会质问到这些对于负离子这个上千万甚至是上亿的话，我们可以进行一个同一个测量仪器的一个检测设备，这样的一个统一标准的检测，就是一定要拿大品牌、大公司的负离子检测仪来去检测，而不是用一个小厂家、小品牌的负离子检测仪，非常便宜的那种的，那检测的数据呢就不真实，是这样子的。
Okay, 好的，Lisa 老师。Okay, let me try to translate. Actually, according to teacher Lisa saying that it depends on what they call that the test facility. Because the one from MLS is actually a listed company and with a strong background, they are actually having proper testing system that actually depends on what they call reliable testing method and so on. But then those who claim actually they're having this, maybe they're using the kind of the method of testing, actually it's not in the standard, what do you call it, a standard way of systematic testing. That's why it's very important that getting the right information from a strong background of company, yeah, according to the check system, yeah. So Dr. Steven 刚才你所提问的，Lisa 老师已经我帮他翻译了哈。
好
，OK。谢谢 Lisa 老师。Okay, next we have on the line Cindy Chen. Cindy Chen, you can turn on your microphone. Please introduce yourself, Cindy.
Hi, this is Cindy. Yeah, I would like to find out two questions.
Yep.
So the first one is that for this product, right? Currently, because I have friends who have this COVID and staying in hospital, can this product also like being used in the hospital to so-called like giving like more protections to COVID patient, like or how will this work better for them?
Okay, that's the first question. Yeah. Okay, let me translate first. Yeah, probably. Okay, Lisa 老师，我们这边的维心理是从这个新加坡这边来，他有一个提问，就是他的朋友呢本身已经患上了这个新冠病毒，现在在住院中。那请问，这个我们的迷你安护宝会有帮助到吗？就是他现在已经患上了这个新冠病毒，然后呢，请问他再戴上这个的话，对他有帮助吗？
哦，你好 ，Sam 老师，是这样子。朋友已经患上新冠病毒的话呢，现在来说对他本人来讲呢，只是起到一个防护的作用，他的家人的一个防护作用。那要说他能够对他这个新冠病毒做一个治疗的话，这个真的不敢说，因为我们不是这个药物，也不是治疗的设备，不是医疗的设备，它只是一个防护的设备。所以针对于是要像他这种情况的话呢，还是尽量去就医，进行一个医疗的一个救护。而对于平常我们正常人的一个健康防护，我们的安护宝是可以做到一个这样的一个全面的杀菌、全面的进行抗新冠的一个这样的一个防护治疗的。不知道我这样的解释能否满意呢 ？OK， 我尽量翻译哦。Cindy, according to teacher Lisa saying that
I can understand.
You can understand the Mandarin, yeah? Maybe I'll explain to the rest also, because actually when someone is down with the pandemic or the COVID already, actually they want to need to seek for proper advice from the hospital and doctors and so on. Yeah, that one is actually for treatment and so on. But then the pendant actually may help in what we call it for protection. Yeah, safeguard the patient from maybe what we call it from the people surrounded. Yeah, because actually it neutralizes the air and so on. Yeah, so for protection, but the one already down with that, then they have to seek for medical, what do you call the treatment already. Yep. Okay, Cindy.
Yeah. I have one more question. Is about my elder son, right? Has this bronchiectasis and also sinus. I wanted to know, right? How far can this product help? Because actually, I can share with here in Chinese also. 老师你好，我这里想请问一下哈，我的孩子他得了那个支气管炎，还有那个鼻炎。那么这个产品在如果让我的小孩用的话， 它会起到很大的作用嘛？它是从3岁开始一直咳嗽到今天是没有停过的。那么我非常担心，看了很多医生，那么这个东西是否可以有一个很大的帮助呢
？OK， 好的，我听懂您的问题了。是这样子，其实您这个第2个问题呢，跟您第1个问题，有一些相通之处。因为什么？刚才您提到了，您的小孩子从3岁开始呢，一直都有支气管炎这样的一个病症。其实支气管炎呢，我们这个是负离子的释放量是达到3500万的每立方厘米这样的一个数值，它是可以对我们孩子支气管炎这个病症呢，是有一个缓解的作用的，就是它尽量的就是让他的呼吸呢更加的清新更加的去进行一个改善，甚至说有一些这个微调的这样的一个作用。但是您说要怎么样去治愈它，我觉得首先这是一个时间问题，另外呢，这个不是一个医疗的设备不是一个医疗的设备，它会有一个缓解，但是它不能够治疗，我们不是医疗的设备，所以这一点不知道我这样解释可否满意？
是可以理解的，谢谢。
好嘞，感谢。
好，感谢。
Okay. I think thank you to Cindy for posting question. Okay, let me try to do some brief translations over Cindy posting the question just now, because Cindy was asking our teacher Lisa regarding her kid actually having the issue of sinusitis and also bronchitis. So she was asking whether this product is going to cure his health problem. So according to teacher Lisa, actually it's, the device is we are having here, the IONShield, and it's not a medical device. It won't cure. But then from the negative ion, the huge amount of negative ion that coming up from our IONShield pendant, actually it will help to relieve the kind of symptomatic of sinusitis and bronchitis, for relieving, because it makes us relax. Okay, next, I think we shall proceed to the next person. Okay, we have Gabel. Gabel, please introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope you can hear me, Sam. So
yes,
first of all, greetings everyone. So I'm Gabor from Hungary, Europe. Okay, and I have only 3 very important questions. How much is the device? When we can start to selling it? And there will be any bundle offer if someone wants to buy more than one. So that's all question I have right now.
Okay, regarding for the, I think this one is on the marketing, from the marketing side. How much the cost is, I think actually this one we need to let the company launch. What we are knowing that the price is around very averagely at the price of $286, but depend on country by country, around $286. It depends on the country by country. And the company is going to launch very soon, according to our group president. Dr. Sivalai, we're going to launch the product very soon, right? And of course, company, about the good news and so on, I think let the company announce. Now, Dr. Sivalai, you want to add on that?
Because the product now is under the design with the packaging. So the necessarily can be launched on November. In the month of November, we can launch the product. And the pricing will be slightly different with different country. Okay, Sam?
Okay, I understand. Yeah,
you understand about it. But just be patient for a while. I know that many people are already inquiring about how they want to hit the market as soon as possible. Thank you for your question, Gabor.
Thank you very much for the answer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, next we shall proceed to the next person. So we have, I think, all the way from Chicago, Tony Isada. Tony, welcome back, Tony.
Hi, good morning. My name is Tony Isada from Chicago. I'm a registered nurse over here, a frontliner. And of course, most of my colleagues are doctors and nurses and physical therapists. My question is, we're always wearing F95. Is it safe for me not to use this F95 mask on the medical floor, or what can you advise to me? That's the first question. And a lot of nurses over here and some of the physical professional professional healthcare quit because they don't want to be vaccinated. Even though you're not vaccinated, is it safe for them just to use the pendant? And that's my 2 questions. Thank you.
Okay, first is regarding the what I call without using the N95 mask, right? And then the other one is without vaccination. And how about using the pendant, right? OK， Lisa 老师这边我们有位伙伴是来自美国的 Tony， 那他是本身呢是这个属于这个护士或者是医护人员我们讲在这个医院的，然后他们呢本身有这个提问，就是如果他不要戴他的这个，因为他们需要戴那个口罩，就是 N95 的口罩。那现在如果说他戴这个用这个我们的这个迷你这个守护宝安护宝可以不可以不需要再戴这个 N95 的这个口罩？然后第二个问题呢，就是讲说他们本身呢也不支持这个疫苗的，请问不打这个疫苗的话，再戴上这个的话会有帮助吗
？OK， 我先回答第一个问题吧。因为像我们在美国也好，在印度尼西亚也好，还是我们在其他的这个疫情的地区都好，因为我们知道现在全球的疫情发展的非常的严重，特别是在美国，现在疫情发展的极其严重。那我们的 N95 口罩呢，它是一个医疗的设备，就刚才给前几位回答的一样，我们这个 N95 它是一个医疗的这样的一个防护手段，所以在疫情的非常严重的时刻，它是必须要用的这是第一点。那我们的安护宝呢，我们只是说对于细菌病毒的一个杀灭，只是对我们即将呼入到我们的鼻子以及我们嘴巴的一个空气，以及即将吸入的这些气体环境去做到一个净化。但是你说真正的能够确保到我们就是确保到时时刻刻能够防护吗？因为我们知道这个新冠病毒呢，它是直接就是非常，如果说疫情期间的话呢，我们建议说双管齐下了。双管齐下就是你一方面呢，在美国你一方面要戴上我们的安护宝，一方面你再戴上 N95 口罩，就能够防患于未然，能够把这个安全措施做到一个极佳。这个意思。我的建议是，我们虽然能够杀灭冠状病毒，但是呢，我们不能够确保到100%的去进行一个杀灭。所以，为了我们的健康和这个家人的健康考虑以及他人的健康考虑的情况下，我们建议使用我们医疗设备的这种 N95 的防护口罩来做到一个万无一失。那这是第一个问题哈。第二个问题是什么来的？
第二个问题说，他们本身虽然是医护人员，不过他们不支持打这个疫苗然后呢，请问戴上这个呢有什么帮助吗？
这个帮助是肯定是有的，Sam 老师。那另外呢，就是疫苗呢，其实不管是对于中国也好，还是对于美国，包括其他的国家都好，这个是一个非常好的、有效的一个防护的手段，就像我们的戴口罩是一样的，是第一时间是阻断与细菌进行一个接触的这样的一个机会和几率的。那我们的戴口罩是第一时间是决断就是切断与细菌的一个防护的一个桥梁。那我们的打疫苗其实是提供我们的免疫能力，能够阻断我们细菌病毒侵害到我们的体内。所以我们钟南山院士说过，如果说我们的群体的免疫力在80%、70-80%以上，我们整个国家都能够起到一个这样的一个防疫的一个需求。那其实不管是美国也好，中国也好，那个打疫苗其实是必须的能够起到一个群体的免疫。您说我们的安护宝它能够杀灭新冠病毒也好，是杀灭病毒都好，它不能够第一时间帮助我们快速的去解决病毒的切断源这个问题。所以我们建议能够打疫苗就尽快的打疫苗。那另外的话呢，一定要戴上我们的安全的防护口罩，因为它是医疗的设备，所以我们不能够把我们的安护宝来代替我们的医疗的设备。我们只是说在我们平常的防护健康人群的防护上面，我们可以做到一个对于新冠病毒也好，对于冠状病毒，对于其他细菌病毒以及我们其他的空气的安全去做好的一个防护做好一个有效的一个这样的一个功能好的 OK。
OK， 我尽量翻译给我们这个 Tony 伙伴知道。
好的，好。
OK, Tony, actually, according to teacher Lisa, is actually you talk about N95, the mask, even like vaccine and so on. Actually, they are just like medical device. Yeah, they are actually to protect us from the contracting the virus and so on. Yeah, but then for the ionic our IONShield pendant, we say that it's 99, even it can kill the virus up to 99.99, but nothing is 100%. Nothing 100%. So the function is ion pendant, our IONShield pendant is to give extra protection, for that on top and N95. Yeah. So that's why it's actually we say that nothing is what we call the guarantee on everything on there. We need to get this device as extra for our extra protection, and also same for vaccine. Yeah, because according to teacher Lisa, that Dr. Chong also mentioned. Yeah, this is actually a group or the herd immunity of immune system. That actually this is for what they call the whole group of people need to achieve at least 80% after vaccinated, then can create the kind of herd or the group's immunity. They actually to protect each other. So using even ion pendant actually is actually not 100% also. It is extra protection. So you need to be working all together. Yeah, from all these aspects. I hope you can understand from the explanation, Tony. I try my best to what do you call translate already. Yeah, Tony.
Yeah, to make the long story short, we still have to wear the F95 mask because
yes, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, you also mentioned, Mr. Tony, our teacher Lisa, also mentioned to encourage people to take vaccine, because the vaccine is to have an immune system against the COVID-19 virus. So this is what he said. She encouraged we should take vaccine, you see, no? This is what the expert, because she is one of the experts from the scientist doctor with Zhong Nanshan. She's always with the expert in China. Yes.
Yeah, according to Dr. Chong, actually the group immunity have to need at least 80% to take care of everybody. Yeah, for the group what they call immunity. Okay, Tony. Thank you.
So thank you for giving me the space, and thank you for introducing this iTeraCare. And the one, so we will be safely protected, and it's a double just like Batman and Robin. And thank you very much for giving me the space. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Tony, to all our friends here, this product got a very big market potential. People scared to get COVID. They will wear this. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next, I think we come back to our Cindy. Yeah, Cindy, please welcome back. You can turn the microphone.
Hi, I have one thing more related to marketing side. So if let's say we really wanted to push in for this project, right? Are we going to get the flyers or the brochure in bilingual, number one? And then because my husband is working in Singapore hospital, so if we wanted to introduce this product to pharmacy in Singapore pharmacies, right, around the hospitals, will we receive those, I mean, if there's any certificate or information that we can actually share it to the hospitals, that this about more information about these products?
Okay, maybe Dr. Simala can answer this for the what we call marketing in pharmacies, the certificate and so on.
With the introduced to pharmacy, as long as we can show them all the test report of the relevant our product, and then most of the professional people, they will believe. You see not? So we need to prepare all the document, the test result. Definitely,
the test report they get from the company when they're ready. Yeah. So Cindy suggests the first question you're talking about the brochure, and which one?
Yeah, the brochure and flyers bilingual. Do you think that how possible for us to be able to get all these important brochure and flyers, right, inside the so-called member site? Like for example, when we log in, right, we'll be able to just go in and receive all that.
Just download. Let the company prepare this brochure. You mean for the languages, even we're going to have for English and Mandarin and so on, etc., for multiple languages. So the company is actually working on that to give the brochure and leaflet. So when it's because the product is not yet coming yet, so the company is in the process of doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
Anything else, Wendy? you want to check with Dr. Stephen Lai or maybe to our teacher Lisa, because you can speak Mandarin also.
Yeah, the brochure, we are actually doing the printing, doing all the, because from China side, they have the existing very good brochure, with a very nice design, with a good content, very convincing. You know, all the pictures are already actually is completed. So with our special make product, only put onto the brochure, then we can deliver it to the members in the group. Yeah.
So wait for the company to release the information in the group. Yeah, Cindy, just be patient and just bear with us. Okay.
Too excited
thank you.
to get it.
Yeah. Okay, that's all. Yeah. Okay. So I think those ones was a question from Cindy from Singapore. And okay. So if there's no more on the line, is there any else on the line they want to consult our teacher Lisa? We try to do the translation, or Dr. Stephen Lai, or family members. You can just at the reaction there, put on your hand or raise your hand. So I think if at this moment no more, so it's okay. Dr. Stephen Lai, you have anything to add?
So just because I'm with the Vice President House, because with our from Philippines and our shareholder to them, right? Can I say hello, Jawei?
Oh, with our Vice President, yeah, and our shareholder.
Okay, so that's all for tonight. Sam, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Stephen Lai. So thank you once again to our main speaker for tonight, Dr. Somasundram, for presenting with us our IONShield pendant and the benefit of negative ion, and also not forgetting our teacher Lisa. They're actually coming to join us to explain the questions for what we call that explanation to our family members. So 我们再次感谢我们的 Lisa 老师在今天晚上能够有缘和我们在一起，来为我们解答我们的伙伴所提出的这个提问哦。谢谢你，Lisa 老师。好 ，So I think that's all for tonight at this moment. So while more good news are coming, wait for the company to announce that actually we're going to publish more news in the group. So just be patient. Things are happening, I will say. So with this IONShield pendant, we believe that this is going to be extra protection for all of us to live in this new norm of society, where we are going to take good care of our own and also our families, our family members' health. We always say that give extra protections, and then we need to keep this life on. Yeah, we just have to be more cautious. And with this, we call it the IONShield pendant. Then we are having better protected in this during this pandemic. So thank you for joining us this evening. So hopefully that we have the chance to meet each other again in the air. So meanwhile, watch out the information we're going to publish in the WhatsApp group and so on. So hope to see you next time. Meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy. I'll say thank you and good night, everyone, and bye-bye.